We are Positivity Global. We offer tools so you can change your world in your own way and, yes, manifest yourself. This presentation introduces the architecture of resistance. We will explore how learned ignorance, intercultural translation, and post-abyssal thinking help organizations navigate diverse knowledges, build equitable dialogue, and design strategies that resist domination without reproducing it. Capitalism, colonialism, and patriarchy operate as synchronized gears, reinforcing one another during crises. In contrast, resistance is fragmented into feminist, anti-racist, and anti-capitalist efforts that often speak different languages. Our task is to align these movements without erasing their differences. Liberation struggles fracture along two epistemic fault lines. First, academic versus vernacular knowledge, where Western science is detached from popular and rural wisdom. Second, popular versus popular, where social movements clash due to conflicting worldviews. Bridging these divides is essential for coherent resistance. Nicholas of Cusa distinguishes ignorant ignorance from learned ignorance. Ignorant ignorance assumes what it knows is all that matters. Learned ignorance recognizes the vastness of what it does not know. For intercultural work, cultivating learned ignorance opens space for other epistemologies to be taken seriously. Modern science is rich in information, yet poor in wisdom. Western-centric knowledge privileges what can be formally measured, discarding other questions as irrelevant. Popular and vernacular epistemologies, however, integrate value, ethics, and community experience. Effective strategy requires engaging both domains. We shift from 5 monocultures to 5 ecologies. Instead of one rigorous knowledge, we foster ecologies of knowledges. Linear time becomes multiple temporalities. Dominant global scales give way to contextual struggles. Rigid classifications soften into pluriversal identities, and single-cycle productivity becomes multi-cycle care. Intercultural translation unfolds in 3 steps. Dispersion. We see diverse movements but no links. The enigma. We confront unequal power, different cognitive registers, and hidden stories. The bond. We build shared projects and identities without fusion, preserving difference while enabling coordinated action. Translation demands recognition before cognition. Academic paradigms privilege written concepts, yet real knowledge is rooted in historical, spiritual, aesthetic, and oral registers. Before analyzing another culture, we must practice hospitable listening, acknowledging these deeper layers that written theory alone cannot capture. Negotiation is distorted by 3 monopolies. First, initiative, who is allowed to start the dialogue. Second, occasion, who chooses when and where it occurs. Third, purpose, who defines the end goal. Dismantling these pillars requires sharing agenda-setting power and valuing embodied experiences on all sides. 6 frontiers make translation particularly difficult: the nation and plurinationality, human rights versus rights of nature, competing concepts of nature, definitions of democracy, conflicting notions of time, and spirituality. Addressing each frontier demands patient dialogue and new vocabularies that honor multiple traditions. Crossing the abyssal line means challenging the division between those treated as full beings and those rendered subhuman. Intercultural translation works to reconnect these zones, recognizing racialized and marginalized populations as knowledge producers and political subjects, not as disposable lives at the system's margins. Post-abyssal sociability is a horizon where intercultural translation becomes a continuous political practice. By cultivating epistemic diversity across fault lines, fragmented movements coalesce into a resilient network. This network can confront domination effectively without mirroring its exclusions or its violence. This study was developed by Angelo Lopez, double board accredited master coach. Visit positivityglobal.org and learn about our coaching, certifications, and diagnostics.
Positivity Global Coaching, yeah. Positive coaching, we move.